In this video there will be a detailed video guide for beginners on how to set up a Trust Wallet, make a deposit, connect it to Web3 tools, and withdraw funds. All of this happens directly inside Google Chrome browser. If you want to set up Trust Wallet using a mobile device, I have a separate video about this. The link is in the description. Make sure to download the extension only from the official Trust Wallet website. I have left the link to it in the description. Attention, check that is exactly this domain, trustwallet.com. If you go to a scam website, it's very likely that they will steal all your money and the wallet will be fake. Click the download extension button. Choose the browser, in our case it's Google Chrome. You will arrive at the extension page inside the Chrome Web Store. Click Add to Chrome. Confirm by clicking Add Extension. A separate page for creating a wallet will open immediately. Here we can either create a new wallet from scratch or use an existing one. For example, if you created a wallet on a mobile device or through any other wallet and you simply have your seed phrase, you can use it here by clicking the I have a wallet button. But in my case, I will show you how to create a new wallet from scratch. You can also authenticate here using a mobile device by scanning a QR code inside the Trust Wallet app on your phone. Let's move to creating a wallet. Create new wallet. We can protect the wallet using a fingerprint or a password. Since not everyone has a fingerprint scanner on their laptop, let's create it using a password. Create a strong password that will protect your extension from random people. After this, we get a notification from Trust Wallet. Congratulations, your wallet is created. Click Open My Wallet. Your wallet has appeared on the right. Immediately before doing any operations with this wallet, we need to back up our seed phrase. This is just in case so you don't lose access to your money if something happens to your computer or the device where you created the wallet. Therefore, click the button at the top, backup your seed phrase now. After that, click Show in the center and enter the password you created before. Now, be sure to write down these 12 words that appear on your screen into a notebook or on a separate piece of paper. Do not write them down online because they could be stolen. After this, click Proceed. Confirm that you have saved your key. You need to repeat it here. That's it, we have successfully backed up our phrase. Now let's do a little navigation inside our wallet. Currently we are on the main page. At the top left, we can create sub-accounts and new wallets by generating new addresses, for example, if you need a separate wallet for work and so on. Also, in the top panel of the screen, we see the settings for networks that we can add to our wallets and activate. Additionally, we can click the Quick Receive button here and get funds. There is a search bar for the wallet and networks and the settings. In the settings, we have protection, networks, scenes with a mobile device, connections with the app devices, language, the currency we want to use, and the system color. Below this, we have our balance and quick access icons. Send crypto, swap crypto, fund crypto, sell crypto, and earn from crypto. Also, there are alpha tokens here, a so-called launchpad inside Trust Wallet, where various types of tokens are launched that you can buy and sell. Below that is your crypto. As you can see, mine says no crypto activated, so I click Manage Crypto and add TWT, Polygon, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. We can also add Cardano, for example, Aptos and Atom, and let's add Bitcoin Cash just in case. I'm going back. If it's still empty for you, click this settings icon on the right and uncheck the box Hide Assets, where the balance is less than 1 cent. Also, at the top you can choose the design for how your assets are displayed. As you can see, the coins have appeared. There are also tabs for your NFT and approvals. Let's go lower. Here we have a small top list of coins. Specifically, the top 5 meme coins tab is currently open, showing the ones that grew the most in price of over 24 hours. In the same way, you can look at the top RWA coins that grew the most in 24 hours, AI coins, and so on. We also have popular tokens sorted by networks, BNB, Ethereum, Solana, and regular staking. In the lower part of the screen, we have 3 icons. Trending. Here are the coins that are currently in trend. Swap, for exchange. Also, we have earn here. This is where we can freeze, lock our coins for a certain period of time and receive a percentage. And also discover, which is the Web3 browser. First, let's make a deposit. Click Fund button at the top. Trust Wallet offers us several ways to deposit cryptocurrency. We can literally buy crypto, buy via P2P, deposit from any other exchange, or deposit from a wallet. If you click Buy Crypto, you can literally buy crypto through third-party services like MoonPay and others. But keep in mind, when buying cryptocurrency with a credit card, you will have to pass KYC verification. This means you will literally connect your wallet to your identity. In fact, it will stop being anonymous. I do not recommend doing this. The same applies to buying via P2P because it all goes directly through Binance, where KYC verification is also required. Deposit from other exchange. We can make a direct deposit through Binance or Coinbase, but the safest and the best way is receive from another wallet. This is the button at the very bottom. Let's click it. Now choose the cryptocurrency you want to receive. For a test, I want to make a deposit of, for example, Ethereum on the Ethereum network. I can literally click the copy button here or open the wallet to full screen. Now I open the account on the Bybit exchange. At the top, I click Withdraw, choose Ethereum, I choose On-Chain Transfers, and now I can either paste the wallet address I copied or, for example, click the icon and scan QR code. It scans instantly. I choose the network, in my case it's Ethereum ERC20, and I type an amount. I convert the withdrawal inside the exchange. That's it. Now we wait for the funds to arrive in my wallet. While we're waiting for the funds, let me show you the Web3 connections works at the bottom right. Go there, you can connect your Trust Wallet to a Web3 website for interaction for buying and selling crypto, trading on DX exchanges, buying and selling NFTs, or making bets on Polygon. First, we can go to Discovery section at the bottom and choose the Web3 tool we need. For example, let it be the Astra Crypto Exchange. I can click on it and it takes me to the website of this exchange. To make it easier to interact with the wallet and Web3 websites, I recommend clicking the puzzle icon for extension at the top right and pinning Trust Wallet. On the main page of the Astra website, we click Launch App. After that, specifically here and on all similar websites, we will have a Connect Wallet button at the top right. Here we can choose the network. Let's choose, for example, Ethereum. We click Connect Wallet. We can log in with email through Wallet Connect, Binance Wallet, but we need Trust Wallet. After this, a pop-up window appears asking us to connect our Trust Wallet to Astra DX. We click Connect. After that, we need to sign the request one more time. Click Confirm. Attention, before you sign any other transactions on the websites, make sure many times that the website is trusted. By connecting your wallet to an unknown website, you risk losing all your funds. As you can see, I'm already visible on the Astra DX website. My wallet address is shown at the top right. Now I can make a deposit. It works exactly the same here as on all other websites. I need to click a deposit and enter the amount I want to deposit. It immediately shows how much money I have in my wallet, since the funds have already arrived. After I click deposit, another pop-up window will appear, like the one we saw when logging in, where I will need to sign the transaction. Please note that there is often a fee, commission, for signing a transaction. For example, let's say we decided to buy an NFT. The most common platform for buying and selling is OpenSea. Just type OpenSea in Google, check that this is exactly the official website, OpenSea.io. Go to the site, and here, just like on AstraDex or any other website like Polymarket, there will be a Connect Wallet button. Click it. Just like before, choose Trust Wallet, choose the network, sign the transaction, and sign it again to confirm the login. That's it. We have officially logged in. As you can see, my profile appears at the top right. This is the centralized profile on a decentralized platform without email, without verification, and so on. Here I can already buy and sell NFTs, which means buying them by signing transactions. To access your wallet while on a Web3 website, you can now simply click on the wallet icon in the corner near the puzzle icon. As you can see, my $33 have already arrived in the account. Now let's see how to interact with funds inside the wallet. You must understand that every time you're making any transactions or exchanges, you need to have enough tokens inside the wallet to pay the commission, gas fee. For example, we have the USDT token. I click Manage Crypto. At the bottom, type USDT. But, as you can see, I have USDT on Aptos network, Tron network, Ton network, Solana network, and so on. This means, for example, if I make a deposit of USDT on Solana network to my Trust wallet, I would not be able to withdraw it, exchange it, or make a deposit if I didn't have a Solana cryptocurrency in the same wallet to pay the commission. Usually, these fees are fractions of a cent, but it's very important to have something to cover them. In my case, I have Ethereum on the native Ethereum network, so I don't need other tokens here because I initially deposited Ethereum. But by having this Ethereum, I can, for example, interact with any other tokens on its network because I have enough Ethereum to pay the fees. This means if I had USDT on the Ethereum network, I could receive it, connect it to Astrodex exchange, or buy an NFT with it because I have enough Ethereum to pay that commission. So what can we do here? We can do a swap, which means exchanging tokens. Click this button at the very top. Everything here is very simple. You need to select the token you want to exchange at the top and the token you want to receive at the bottom. For example, let it be USDT on the Ethereum network. Here I just type the amount on Ethereum I want to change. Below I see the amount of USDT I will receive. Even further down I see the amount of fees I will pay for this in my case. For $19 of USDT exchanged from Ethereum, I will pay 13 cents in fees. Next, it's simple. Click swap. And here we already discussed, I sign the transaction and the money is automatically exchanged. I won't do it right now because I don't want to exchange funds and pay the fee. But everything is simple here. In the same way, you can, for example, sell cryptocurrency for USDT, but again, I want to remind you that you will have to pass KYC verification if you want to exchange your tokens for dollars inside the wallet. I do not recommend doing this. The last part is the Earn tab, where you can make money on the funds you have in your wallet. If you're, for example, a long-term holder and you don't keep your funds on an exchange, but keep them on a non-custodial wallet like Trust Wallet. You can literally put your cryptocurrency under interest, just like in a bank. For example, on the Ethereum network, the APR is plus 2.6%. I click it and I see how much I have, how much is needed for the minimum deposit, what percentage I will need, and for how long, from 4 days to 32 days. This is very convenient if you are a long-term holder. How to buy any cryptocurrency inside the wallet? It's enough to go to the trending section at the bottom and find the cryptocurrency you want to buy. Just not forget to select the network at the top left where your money for the purchase is located. In my case, it's Ethereum. For example, I want to buy Floki coin on the Ethereum network. It takes me to its chart. How do I buy it? It's very simple. If I press buy at the bottom, it will offer to buy via cards. We already discussed this. Never connect your account to your identity. It's dangerous. Therefore, we can buy using the swap tool. If you click it, the usual swap terminal will open. We already talked about it. You can specify amount that you want to buy, for what price, and exchange it. These tokens will then appear in your wallet. Now, how to withdraw funds? To do this, click Send button. Choose the currency you want to withdraw. And here, attention, you must specify the wallet address where you want to send the funds. For example, let it be your deposit wallet on an exchange. In my case, let it be Bybit. I need to know my wallet address. I think you already know how to find your wallet address, but if not, watch my video instructions about the exchange. The link is in the description. Paste your wallet address. At the bottom, type the amount. In my case, the maximum. Click Preview, then Confirm. That's it. I have sent the withdrawal to the exchange. This is everything you need to know how your Web3 Trust Wallet works inside the Chrome extension. If you want to know how any other wallets works, for example, Phantom, MetaMask, Rainbow Wallet, you can find instruction videos in the description below this video. Bye.